We're going to look at a new angle property called corresponding angles. Corresponding angles are exactly the same. To identify corresponding angles from a diagram, you need to look for a letter F. Now the letter F could be orientated in different ways as shown on the page here. The letter F must contain two parallel lines. Now the angles which correspond have to be inside the F. They have to be at the joints of the F, so there's a joint here and there's a joint there. And they have to be on the same side of each of the parallel lines. So if you take a look at the first diagram here, if I was to mark an angle there and mark another angle in there, then these would be corresponding angles. Now ask yourself why. They're corresponding because they lie inside the letter F. They lie at the joints of the letter F. And they both lie on the same side of each parallel line. So if you look at this one here, you can see that each of these angles lie to the left of each parallel line. So that's why these angles are corresponding. If you take a look at the other diagram here in the top right, again I could mark an angle there and I could mark another angle there. Just as before, these angles are corresponding because they lie inside a letter F that has two parallel lines. They lie at the joints of the F. And they lie on the same side of each parallel line. So you'll notice that these two angles lie to the right of each of the parallel lines. So they're corresponding. Take another look at the diagram here in the bottom left. Again, I could mark an angle up there and another angle there. Those angles are corresponding because they lie inside an F, which is two parallel lines. They lie at the joints of the F. And they lie on the same side of each parallel line. So you'll notice in this particular case, they both lie above each of the parallel lines. Okay, take a look at the final diagram. Again, I could mark an angle there and another angle there, and just like in all the other situations we've looked at, those would be corresponding angles. Again, they lie inside an F, which is two parallel lines. They lie at the joints of the F, and they also lie on the same side of each parallel line. So in this situation, the two angles lie underneath or below each parallel line. So that's what corresponding angles are. We also call this property the F rule for short, just simply because it involves looking for a letter F. And that's what we're going to do now. We're going to actually find unknown angles by using corresponding angles, or the F rule.